What's going on, fellow internet users? Just like me, using the internet. Only I've been trying not to use too much of the internet for Ren because I've got reaction videos to film. Even though technically this is a gaming channel. I play Rust. I play piano inside of a bandit camp in this game called Rust that this is way more entertaining. I was going to be a creative, but instead I decided to review an actual creative, which is cool. So I'm going to do that. But at the same time, this video seems a little tough. Ren-Suic. I edited out the I for YouTube reasons, censorship. I mean, it's a word, it exists. It's terrible. Terrible tragedies occur all the time. And why do humans do that? Is it like a lemmings thing? There's certain people just can't exist anymore according to the path of our current universe, because I heard that from like a fifth dimensional perspective, time isn't even linear. We think that we make all these decisions and choices and have free will, but if you zoom out to say even like a fourth dimensional perspective where you're viewing reality like a snake that starts at the Big Bang and ends with the end of our universe, human beings would just look like snakes that are weaving through space, because time wouldn't be linear once you go outside of these dimensions. Lost my train of thought. And no, I'm not high. Just tired. It's been a long day. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Let's watch a suicide video from Ren. Let me see how long I can actually hold myself together. Hold on, I feel like I missed something. I knew I missed something. I fast forwarded a little bit to get the screenshot. I didn't have my headphones in, so I'm not cheating. Alright. Take two. It's honestly kind of refreshing. I thought it was going to be... it is a little dark. The imagery is very dark. But it's beginning to feel, or the beginning of it feels not very sad.
Falling through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Falling through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
AI generated art. It's cool, but what's the prompt for that? Me walking, but my face has to reveal the complex nature of myself, my ego, my multiple egos, shifting from something artificial to something human, back to mechanical, into what looked sort of like a demon, into what sort of looked like a god. There's this line from, I don't know where it's from. Like, I don't even know who I am anymore. That line. So imagine waking up every morning and that line is just screaming in your head over and over again. But it's not that you don't know who you are anymore. It's that you never know who you were. And every day you're trying to figure that out. To me, that's like, I don't know, that kind of hits home.
Suicide, suicide.
Like, crazy song, crazy message he's singing. Trials, tribulations, thoughts about, it's not the right time. I'll wait until the moment's right. I'm so happy with like dreadful lyrics, but if you look at the imagery, like, which part was it where his whole head was just going? So I've always been scatterbrained, and the way that I've been able to clear my mind is to imagine that the thoughts that are in my head are just like bubbles. And whenever I'm scatterbrained and I can't focus, and there's like seemingly a million things that I have to do or that I'm constantly thinking about. And I always just, to get rid of everything and to clear my mind, I always just visualize popping the bubbles one at a time. But so obviously AI didn't intend for this to happen. But to me, this is just tiny little bits of himself that are just I'm obviously thinking too much into it.
Side.
I wonder if he analyzed this frame by frame, or if he just let the AI run with it. See, it's like different people, different sophisticated beings that are intelligent, but they're all within one person. And the way that you tell them apart is the interval of time in which they appear. I mean, I guess you can describe it physically. Well, the bald one with the hair and the thing on the ear. Or you can just say the one at 2:10. What's the 211 position? 211 seems a little older, a little wiser. This is me when I wake up in the morning. Like, imagine, like, that's what my head feels like.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
You see the last one? He was, like, not even facing the right direction.
Suicide.
Like, oop.
Suicide.
He didn't want to even deal with it. He just had enough. It's like, I'm just not even gonna engage.
Suicide, suicide.
And these guys are either from a different planet
Suicide, suicide, suicide.
or they're already dead. Yeah, these guys are definitely already dead.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sager, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is to the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hers. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
I feel so stupid for making it all about me. Wow. Dude. Music impacts people differently. Its meaning can be twisted and molded into anything that the imaginer can create to some extent. Until we lost a friend, obviously, when he was younger. He hasn't gotten over it. I wouldn't either. Losing my grandparents really sucked. I don't think I even processed that. Well, like it happens to everybody. Like everybody has issues. But see, I can't even look into the camera. Am I supposed to be looking into the camera? Maybe I should just start looking right into the camera. Is this part of my YouTube process? Looking into the camera? I don't think I should post this. I don't think 10,000 people care about any of this. We'll see. I'll give it a rewatch. Until then, this was my reaction. I was watching Timeout. I was watching a How to Be a YouTuber video, and they were like, yeah, just make like a quirky sound to end your videos. Like a quirky sound. So far, mine have just been like me, like, and I always promise myself I'm going to be watching more Ren videos, or happy Ren videos, happy Ren videos. I'm sure there are some. I'm sure there are some. How do other reactors do this? Do they just sit and, like, cry? I should watch other reactions. It's like market research. Again, I play Rust. I was a gaming channel. Ren just captured me, and I happen to be a musician. I can play instruments. I can't play them well, but I can play all of them. If you hand me any instrument from any era, I can play it. Just not well. I'm not a master of anything. I can do scales and such. Oh, did not know that was plugged in. Sorry, I didn't know that was plugged in. I've lost half of my audience already, so I'm going to go ahead and go. But enjoy the rest of YouTube. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good one. This was as embarrassing for me as it was for you, I'm sure. Take care.